Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll into show number 493. 7 weeks away from 500 here on ESPN 790 in Memphis, and all you good folks in Brownsville, Tennessee on 95.3 FM and 1520 AM, and, of course, in Jackson, Tennessee, News Talk 101.5. This is First Saturday, which means Dave Gabbert and Gene Smith are on the phone. They're not with me due to the restrictions that we're under, just me and Shelby, and a plastic plate in front of us here. But special guest coming up. He's almost a regular. I think I may have to start paying him, which I don't know what the rate is. But I feel like if I don't have my knife in my pocket, my buck knife in my pocket, I'm buck naked. Okay, that's just the way I am, and I probably some other folks out there. I know Dave and Gene both carry knives. I have mine. I have a smaller one and a bigger one. And when our good friends at Buck Knives come up with something new for the hunting season, we're going to get them on to get a talk. And before we introduce CJ Buck, Shelby McCall is going to bring that trumpet back out, that Bach trumpet, and we want to hear her open this segment with CJ Buck. All right, let's hit it, Shelby. I hope CJ's still with us on that. So,
yeah, I'm still here.
I don't have any more earwax in my ear.
I don't want to insinuate that you have any ties to New Orleans, CJ, but if you hear the House of the Rising Sun, it has nothing to do with you. Okay, I just wanted her to play that so I could hear it. So,
yeah, I this will date me, but yeah, I tried to karaoke that once, and it was terrible.
It was. Well, we would have let you do that again if we.
Yeah, it was beyond my skill set.
Well, Shelby, thank you for doing that. I bet you've never been introduced with House of the Rising Sun before, CJ. So,
no, that's true. I never have.
Never have, and I hope you'll come back again. We'll find you something else maybe, but that you didn't karaoke. But, hey, thanks for being with us. You guys have come out with a new Pursuit Pro Series. Talk about that before we talk about the Buck Knives themselves. Talk about the new one.
Okay, well, the Pursuit series is a couple years old.
Mm-hmm.
It was 420HC with a green and black molded handle, so it's our steel with a good grip, ergonomic. Because we all know from a hunting standpoint, once you get into quartering out or skinning out an animal, hand fatigue's a big deal. So if
yes.
the knife helps hang on to you at the same time, you got a better chance of not slipping and not cutting yourself. So what we did was we took those same rubber handles,
mm-hmm.
we made them bright orange instead of green.
Yes.
And we used S35VN steel, which is it's an outstanding edge retention. Doesn't quite have the corrosion resistance that the 420HC does, but from an edge retention standpoint, it'll blow your mind. So this is it's still a rubber handle, so it's a very functional handle with an incredible blade steel.
And it's in orange.
And it's in orange, yeah. So you set that down in the leaves,
yes.
You will not lose it.
And all the Tennessee fans out there that listen to this show, you've finally got a knife dedicated to you, okay?
It's the Vol Pursuit.
Yes, it's the Vol Big Orange Pursuit here.
Yes, sir.
When I saw it, I said, hey, everybody in Tennessee needs to have one of these. I mean, they've been in pursuit for a lot of things, and now they have their knife out there. But, again, it's the color really. Was that just something that y'all said, well, this will be easy to see? What made you go to this?
Yeah, well, that's the whole rationale behind the orange. People wearing orange,
yes.
So they're easier to see and safer. And the beauty with the animals we're pursuing being colorblind, you still have to be careful because these Day-Glo orange, they glow so bright, it's almost like having a light. to a colorblind animal.
Yeah.
But from a knife standpoint, that visibility, which is hidden in the sheath, but that visibility, so when you're using the knife, setting it down, I mean, we hear so many stories of people losing knives.
Yeah, really?
Finding them next year or not.
Yes. But it's still got that blade in the BOSS system. Somebody asked me, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's our heat treat. Yes.
Yeah.
We heat treat better than anybody in the business. I'll go out on my limb on that one.
Because it comes ready it's ready when it comes out of the box, right? I mean,
it's razor sharp, with or without gut hook, fixed and folding. So there's a lot of carry choices. There's size choices. The larger one fits a man's hand a little better. The smaller one fits a smaller hand a little better. So I'm very, very proud of this set.
And it comes in the folding, as you said, or in the stay, whatever, it comes in that so you can have it whichever one and sharp right out of the box. So I wanted you to check this out because it's a pretty cool knife. You can get that at buckknives.com. And again, a little over $100. If you take care of your knives, and as I do, and keep them sharp and things along that line, and we're all familiar with that Pursuit Pro Series, but instead of the green, it's now in the big orange, as I like to say, for all you folks as we get ready for hunting season. And I know, CJ, out there, it's all a family. This thing's over 100 years long. Everybody still asks, hey, we like to hear the stories and everything. You've made a little personnel changes in there, too. Gave Chris another little job that I think he'll do a great job because he's been with you several years. I think we've had him on the show once, but so now he is Chris Bourassa is
Chris Bourassa. He was our national sales director.
Yes,
but his educational background was marketing. So when we had a marketing position open up, it's really nice when you can take when you can do an internal promotion like this. It creates kind of a fluid, a bunch of opportunities as you backfill other positions. So it's nice when you can promote internally. It's nice when somebody comes in with such a good understanding of consumer mindset, dealer mindset, displays. You have the sales side, almost the tactical utilization of all these tools. Now you bring all of that street smarts into the marketing side. We're really, really happy.
I think he's a good one. And of course, I know he's suited for what he does, and we look forward to working with Chris as we go along. CJ, it's been a crazy year, 2020. Talk about the effect that you guys at Buck Knives talk about how from the business aspect has been as we've dealt with the COVID-19. Talk about that.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster. Doing really well now. I will say some of the aspects of the COVID-19 have been, one, a refocus on American-made product, which benefits us.
Yes.
Two, a refocus on hunting and camping, since nobody's really jumping on airplanes and taking long vacations.
That's right.
And then three, you have, frankly, all the riots and the unrest has just given people an unease. And so they're putting survival bags together and just trying to take better care of their families. And so all three of those elements are driving strong demand for guns and ammo, but also driving strong demand for outdoor products such as our knives.
And your knives of over 100 years, the qualities, he said, USA, made in the USA at buckknives.com. I can't imagine if we went back to where it all started and the technology we have now and where you guys have come out with all these different, the Edge 2X and all these different kind of things. If you look back and your great-grandfather, what would they say about the evolution of the Buck knife?
They would say, "Yep, we were right." They, a lot of things we're doing now are scientifically proven.
Yes.
But way back when, the quality that was built into our products was very intuitive.
Yeah.
But a lot of those intuitions, so my great-grandfather, my grandfather, did a lot of things by touch and sight and smell, because there weren't a lot of scientific instruments involved.
Not hardly.
And now we're duplicating what they used to do. We're doing it more accurately. Thus, consistent quality is our mission. So we're doing things that they were doing. We're doing them more accurately now with all of our science, but we're not really doing anything different.
It's still the same knife.
More consistent.
Yeah, it's still buck knives.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, when you come down to it, you can't put enough emphasis on a family-owned operation, USA, that started when? What was that?
1902.
1902. I was just a pup then. I was just starting.
I don't remember it very well.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think you do. House of the Rising Sun, that was way before me. So but. Again, we really appreciate you. Dave Gabbert,
I got a question.
I thought you might have a question for Mr. Buck.
Yes,
What's
sir.
that?
I've got a question. I encourage people to go to your website, but what always intrigued me, your earlier knives, when you got that table down there that dates them, when they were made. Who came up with that little system? It looks like hieroglyphics.
Pretty random. So what happened was in 1986, we were building the M9 bayonet for the Army.
Yeah.
and the Army, the whole government contracting required that we put on an annual date code. So you'll see that list really starts in 1986, and it was because we were in the middle of that bayonet contract.
My goodness.
So that started us. If you go before that, there are just some key markings that we did, like when we switched from one steel to another, which we made 3 steel changes from 1960 to 1985, I think. And we marked the blades specifically so that we knew which steel it was. So there was a couple things that we did that you can date, and we have collectors that are really good at dating our stuff, way better than me. I'm terrible.
Well, your knife has been around for a long time, so you can collect them. Those original buck knives are worth some money, folks. All right.
Yes. They are.
Yeah. If you're looking for a donation, it's lroutdoors.com right here. To make it to make it.
WLDMN.
Yeah. Hey, CJ, we appreciate you being on as we always do. We're the Buck Knife Man here in Memphis, Tennessee, and you've always been good to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Anytime I needed anything, I know it would come by covered wagon, but it would get here. No.
Excellent.
All right,
Excellent.
buddy. Have a great.
Well, I got to get out. We're having a beautiful sunny day today in the 90s.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Our summer was about a month late here up in Idaho.
Bless your heart.
So it's going to be a gorgeous day today.
Bless your heart. I was in Montana this time last year. I should have just driven on over, but now I think I probably would have moved there if I went over there. But CJ, thank you. Have a great day. We'll get back with you again. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and let's go locally now. From Idaho to Arlington, Tennessee, and the oldest building in maybe Shelby County, the SYS building. I wanted to time this because, like Buck Knives, over 100 years, the SYS building, it's the S.Y. Wilson building in Arlington is on the historic register. We'll be right back with David Best, Primary County.